Salute Gilles, the tribute to the late Gilles Villeneuve, which is what this circuit is named for. Hello everyone, it has been over a month since I've last uploaded a video, but finally we are back. And we are back for the return of Virtual Formula 2. We are here at Montreal in Canada, round 4 of Season 2 in the 2024 Virtual Formula 2 Championship. But before we get into the sprint race, our first Virtual 2 race in over a month, let's get to the starting grid to find out what's going to be the grid for both races. It's our championship leader, Zak O'Sullivan, who starts on pole position. Alongside him, Nikola Solov in the Alpine liveried ART. Charlie Wurz with his best starting grid position. He's third on the grid, ahead of Laurens van Hoopen, who starts fourth in the Sauber liveried Rodin. Then comes Sophia Flers in the Invicta, and behind her is Ritomo Miata, who starts sixth in a Toyota liveried Rodin car. Then it's Gabriele Mini who starts in 7th for Prema. He's got Martini Stenshorn starting 8th for McLaren Jr. ahead of this man, Jack Crawford, in the Dams, who starts there. And behind him is Dino Beganovic, who completes the top 10 for both races. And completing the rest of the grid, we have Nikita Bedrin, Luke Browning, Enzo Fittipaldi, Joshua Dirksen, Pepe Marti, Arvid Lindblad, Leo Fornaroli, Ollie Gerfer, Kian Shields, Noel Leon, Christian Mansell, and Paul Aron completing the grid for both races here in Montreal. Everyone, are you ready for our return? It's time for our return then. Time to go racing around the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. 28 laps of the sprints in Montreal. 5 lights are on. And it's lights out for the sprint team set in the spectacular circuit Gilles Villeneuve. An outstanding getaway from our championship leader O'Sullivan. He leads into the first few corners ahead of Nikola Solov. Then it's Charlie Wurz in third ahead of Laurens van Hoopen, and Sophia Flers complete the top 5. But a dream launch for the ARTs, who won 1-2 on the first lap of 28. Good start for O'Sullivan, but still Solov is trying his best to stay close to his championship leading teammate. The ARTs might be looking to work together if they want to see a 1-2 here today, but still a good start for O'Sullivan nonetheless. You can see there Stenshorn getting closer to Crawford ahead in a battle for 8th place, which is the final points position in this sprint, and round goes Stenshorn and damages his front wing with Dino Beganovic, and immediately calls out a red flag because of a huge pile up at the hairpin. Stenshorn has thrown it away already on lap 7. On board then with the Norwegian Martini Stenshorn, right behind Jack Crawford until he loses it at the exit of the hairpin and collides with Dino Beganovic. Boom! Tyres were nowhere, mate. Take 2 then for the sprint race here in Montreal, and away we go again. And this time Solov got a slightly better start than O'Sullivan. Side by side, the ARTs go into turn 1. So O'Sullivan and Solov fighting again. O'Sullivan trying to cover him up, but Solov's got the inside line. Heading into turn 3, side by side. The 2 ARTs go, and it's Solov who leads. But O'Sullivan trying to come back at him. On board then with the British driver who goes all the way around the outside. What a move from Zak O'Sullivan to retake the lead. After being passed by Solov for the first couple of corners, he takes the lead back. Wonderful stuff for Zak O'Sullivan. Come on, die. Look at this, Solov's got a fantastic drive into the chicane. Here we go then, DRS assisted, but Nikola Solov, O'Sullivan tries their thing. The inside line, into the chicane we go, and then touched. The ARTs collide. O'Sullivan shoots the chicane, and he's got a bit of end-plate damage, and that's exactly what the two Mercedes F1 teammates did all those years ago. O'Sullivan goes straight on, but this time he's got a little bit of damage and keeps ahead of Solov. I wonder if the stewards are going to have a look at that. Oh dear, oh dear. Ooh, what is Nikola doing, mate? He just hit me on the rear to the chicane. What the hell was that? Boom! Idiot, mate. Boom! That gave me no space. That gave me no space. Oh dear. Sophia Flörsch in the Invicta going very slowly, and it looks like the Germans' race is coming undone I should say. That is not the way to finish a race for Sophia Flörsch. She is out of the race, and that is a huge shame for the driver who was racing in the top 5 and dropped to the top 6 after the red flag restart. That's a disaster for Flörsch. I just lost the power completely. Look at Solov trying to go round the outside of O'Sullivan, but O'Sullivan holds off the position. And now Van Hoopen's looking to have a go at Solov. Side by side they go. Solov's trying to defend the second place from Van Hoopen. They're side by side. Can the Bulgarian get ahead of the Dutchman? Yes, he can. Solov hangs on the second, ahead of Van Hoopen. He's really trying his best to chase after O'Sullivan for the win. He's got the DRS, he's got the drive, he's got the slipstream, he's got the power, he's got the lead! Nikola Solov is ahead of Sullivan. Well, I thought he wasn't going to be, but he is ahead of him, and Nikola Solov takes the lead with 6 laps to remaining here in Montreal. A bad exit out of the chicane for Solov, and O'Sullivan is there, and he's about to take the lead. Good start there from O'Sullivan, he needed that, and oh, Zach O'Sullivan has spun! Nikola Solov goes into the back of Zach O'Sullivan, and that is a nasty crash between the two teammates. Solov clipped the back of O'Sullivan, and they both went contact into turn 1, and that could really help Van Hoopen. But there was absolutely no chance once contact has been made. O'Sullivan's still going, but Solov has got major damage now to his front wing, and this is disaster for ART, throwing away the 1-2 after contact at turn 1. Whew. Boom! Is Nikola blind? What is he doing, mate? He just hit me on the rear. This guy can't be racing like this. It's ridiculous. What a joke. Boom! Zach did the same thing again. What is he doing, man? And the stewards are looking at that incident between Nikola Solov and Zach O'Sullivan as O'Sullivan sends it to the inside of Charlie Birch into the hairpin. He's back up to 4th place, but there is major damage to Nikola Solov's front wing, and surely he's going to be coming into the pits. I think he is going to be. There's nothing he can do. Van Hoopen's got the lead now, and surely Solov is going to lose it. Yeah, he is. He's into the pits. Drama with 4 laps remaining here in Montreal. The ART teammates collide. Solov picks up front wing damage. O'Sullivan, he's still on the podium. He might still have a chance to win this race, but the man who's definitely not winning this race is Nikola Solov, who changes his front wing and his tyres, and his win chances are surely gone now. Oh dear. We have a 3-car battle for the lead right now, and Van Hoopen may be leading, but how's this now going to play into the hands of Gabriele Mini? Can he keep Zach O'Sullivan behind? The answer is no, because O'Sullivan sends it into the hairpin, and they're going side by side. The two former Formula 3 teammates going side by side. Mini and O'Sullivan, wheel to wheel again, this time in virtual Formula 2. Can O'Sullivan go all the way around the outside into the chicane? He can indeed. Zach O'Sullivan is back ahead of Gabriele Mini, and now he needs to get past Lawrence Van Hoopen if he wants to win this race. On board with O'Sullivan, he's going for it. Into turn 1. Van Hoopen and O'Sullivan are side by side. We're on the final lap. Which of these two drivers is going to come out on top? At the end of the sprint, O'Sullivan tries round the outside into the chicane, and he gets Van Hoopen. Outstanding from O'Sullivan. He leads on the final lap. This is going to go right down to the wire. O'Sullivan, who's been involved in 2 tangles with his teammate, a man who might not be his teammate after what has happened soon. But O'Sullivan will definitely still be in this team, in the sport. But can he hang on to the victory here in Montreal? We got 1 sector to go. This is going to go right down to the wire here. O'Sullivan needs to defend as hard as he can if he wants to take this win. And watch out for Gabriele Mini. He might be in contention to win this as well. But O'Sullivan has got Van Hoopen right behind him. On board with Lawrence Van Hoopen. Getting the DRS and going all the way around the outside. But surely can O'Sullivan defend with the inside? Yes, he can. O'Sullivan defends. ART never won in Canada before in virtual Formula 2, but boy have they had a wild race today. Zak O'Sullivan wins the sprint in Montreal after an absolutely outstanding drive to give ART a victory to remember. They're first in Montreal, and my oh my, that was wild. Lawrence Van Hoopen comes home to take second place, and Gabriele Mini takes a final place on the podium as well. But what a way for Virtual F2 to return. O'Sullivan on top in Canada. Zak, you won the race, mate. Well done, mate. That was the best race you've ever done. Oh my God, boys, how did we do that? Oh, great job, boys. Very happy with this win. Fantastic job. You guys are the best. But you guys need to have a word with Nicola because I can't race with him, man. I literally can't. We will have a word with him, mate. We will have a word with him. But great job today, mate. Thanks, Q. Oh, they have had a talk indeed. And you're not going to believe this. The news have just come in because of his dirty actions with his teammate. Nikola Solov is now banned from the rest of the Virtual F2 season, and it means Gabriele Mini will promote to ART and replace him, and we're going to have a new driver to take Mini's seat at Prema. We're going to have a former, I think, Italian Formula 4 driver, Alex Powell, who will take the seat at Prema. With Gabriele Mini now at ART, Nikola Solov is banned from the sport, and we will never, ever see him in this sport again. So here's the results then after that sprint race. Zak O'Sullivan, after 2 incidents with his teammate, comes back to take a comeback victory, an outstanding win for him, and he extends his championship lead as well. Lawrence Van Hoopen and Gabriele Mini in his final race for Prema before he heads off to ART, completes the podium and gets the fastest lap as well. Charlie Wirtz and Jack Crawford 4th and 5th. Well done to the 2 damned boys. Looking out to Dino Beganovic and Nikita Bedrin complete the points after all of that chaos in that sprint race. And this is what it looks like in the championship now. Zak O'Sullivan with a 17-point lead now over Lawrence Van Hoopen. And with Nikola Solov banned from the sport, it will be Gabriele Mini who will be 3rd in the championship. Alex Powell will be 6th in the championship because of the drivers' cars, the original F2 drivers' cars in 2024. And the cars that the drivers in this series are driving, those are the positions in the standings that they will be in. So it will be Gabriele Mini in 3rd and Alex Powell in 6th. So what can they do for the rest of the season? We've got a long way to go, but it's ART with a 35-point lead in the teams championship over Rodin, and Prema are only 15 points away from Rodin. Watch out for these 3 teams until we get to Las Vegas. It's going to be an absolute corker until the end of the season at round 11. But that has been the sprint race here in Montreal. We hope you guys enjoyed our return to making YouTube content, making to Virtual F2 content, and we will be back for the feature race tomorrow. Hope you can join us then here in Montreal when Virtual Formula 2 returns.